Thanks for joining us on Pick a Stone, Any Stone. I'm Corel Reiner, wishing all of you a wonderful week ahead. Now, stay tuned for Clay on Cinema. Good night, Amy.
Whatever. I'll do what I want. You ain't the boss of me.
Live from London, it's Clay on Cinema. With your host, Clay Limestone. And as always, the Limestone Street Band. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Clay Limestone.
Thank you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for week number 3 for Clay on Cinema. Please give a special hand to Clay on Cinema's special effects team for that riveting intro.
No.
Last week, we mentioned that today's offering would be Viva Rock Vegas, but, in keeping with movies we can actually sit through, we decided that we'd build today's show around the movie's filming location. Why? Because it's more riveting than the movie. By far.
Think of every possible pun involving stones, rocks and prehistoric times, and link them to a pea-brained story that creaks and groans on its laborious march through unspeakably obvious, labored, and idiotic humor, and you have Viva Las Vegas.
So, after a quick wardrobe change, we'll head for the hills. The hills of Agua Dulce. I'm feeling so much more comfy now, thanks for waiting. So, my producers and me decided that for the movie Viva Rock Vegas the only award deserved in their final credits was Audra Gorman, the location scout. Although, Alan Tinkley was the location manager on the first Flintstones movie that starred John Goodman, so Audra just had to follow Alan's lead. This Southern California natural wonder, which according to the history of motion picture locations, was first noticed and used in 1931's Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi. Vasquez Rock, located in Agua Dulce, California, is a short 33 miles northeast from most Hollywood studios, and can be visually seen while driving on either side, on the 14 Palmdale Freeway. This Hollywood backyard location has at last count been used as a backdrop for 59 major motion pictures, including 1954's Apache, starring Burt Lancaster, 1940's 1 Million BC, starring Victor Mature, 1956, Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments. And in one of the most memorable of movie scenes, we saw Charlton Heston as Moses carry the Ten Commandments down Vasquez Rock. let's take a peek at just a few of the movie scenes Vasquez Rock has played a major supporting role in. Now buckaroos. Back to the old West, to that critically acclaimed motion picture that pushed every religious, ethnic, and racial boundary to its outer limits, from the mind of Mel Brooks. Blazing Saddles.
Something like swing low, sweet chariot.
Swing low, chariot.
Don't know that one, huh? Well, how about the Camptown Ladies?
The Camptown Ladies.
The Camptown Ladies. Oh, you know. The Camptown ladies sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Camptown racetrack 5 miles long, all the doo-dah day. Wine run all night, wine run all day. They find money on the ball building, somebody bet on the bay. Wine run all night, wine run all day. They find money on the ball building.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Good evening, Mel. Thanks for doing this short interview.
Okay, is that it?
Well, actually we just sat down.
Anything else?
So Mel, let me ask. When you went to Warner Brothers with the idea for Blazing Saddles, how did you think they'd react?
Are you crazy? They'll never go for it. And then again, they might.
When Warner Brothers agreed on the project and presented you their offer, what was the first thing out of your mouth?
What the hell is this? We must do something about this immediately! Immediately!
Besides you being everything to this movie, as one of the actors, it must have been a laugh a minute. What was your typical day like?
Work, 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 work.
As most of the cast and crew were housed off set, you decided to stay here at Vasquez Rock every night of the production. How did you greet everyone when they showed up for work in the morning?
Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
Well, Mel, before it gets too late, I'm going to thank you for your time and let you get back to whatever you do at this time of night.
What the hell are you worried about?
Frankly, snakes.
Anything else?
Spiders.
Okay, is that it?
Yes, Mel. We are finished. As a side note to tonight's episode, besides the 59 major motion pictures that have used Vasquez Rock for location shooting, there have been additionally 85 television shows that have done the same, starting even before 1949's Lone Ranger and continuing through today's Big Bang Theory. I know that we only have a few moments left in tonight's show, as we need to make room for the new teenage dance-off show, Grinding. Well, But I would like to take a moment to tell you all about something that happened to me this week. As some of you know, I was adopted in 1999 by a cross-country traveler and relocated from my birthplace, Port Angeles, Washington, to the Southern California area. This past week, I have found a group in the city of Port Angeles that are giving their time to beautifying stones, like myself, in an attempt to bring enjoyment to those who thought stones were only rocks. The definition of a stone is a rock that has been touched by humans or benefits humanity in some way. It's actually true. Go ahead and look up the difference between a rock and a stone. So, a special thank you from all of us at Clay on Cinema to Facebook's Port Angeles Rocks for accepting me as a member of their group. To let you know, I won't actually be hand painting any of my brothers and sisters, but I do know they'll be in good hands with the artists at Facebook's Port Angeles Rocks. Now, on behalf of myself and all at Clay on Cinema, we hope to see you back one more time before we ring in the new year, when we will present to you Clay's Rocked Out Christmas. I suggested Stoned Out, but for obvious reasons, I was overruled. Now, good night from Clay on Cinema.